Welcome to Statics classes by Civil Thinking, and today we are going to solve another problem on resultant of force system. Now before I move on, I suggest you to please watch the video lectures on resultant of force system in sequence so that you understand better. Now the playlist link is in the description, or also you can click on the pop-up on your screen. Now coming to the problem, find the resultant of force system shown in the figure. Alright, this is the figure and we have to find the resultant of force system. Now you can see they are all parallel to each other, right? This is a parallel force system, and in parallel force system what we do, we assume the forces to be concurrent, right? We assume forces to be concurrent, right? This will give us the magnitude of the resultant, right? Then we will add all the forces, it will give us the resultant. Okay, then we have to find the exact location. Now the location is found using Varignon's theorem, right? Using Varignon's theorem. Okay, now I have already made a video lecture on Varignon's theorem. If you don't know about Varignon's theorem, please watch the video lecture on Varignon's theorem. Now this will give us the location. Now let us first assume the forces to be concurrent. Then as you can see, let us say this is x-axis. Okay, all the forces, they are in x-axis, right? Because they are parallel to x-axis. So summation of forces in the x direction will be what? Let's assume forces like this, they are positive towards right, and forces towards left like this, they are negative. Now 200 is positive, so I will write 200. Now 500 and 150, they are both negative, minus 500 minus 150, right? Why? Because they are towards left, and this is the assumption, towards left is negative, right? So when I add up all of these, what we get, 200 minus 150, it is 50, right? Now 50 minus 500 is minus 450, right? Minus 450 Newton. So I got a negative value of minus 450 Newton. What does it mean? Because the forces towards left, they are negative, and it is a negative value, it means the resultant is towards left, right? So the resultant is somehow like this, it is 450 Newton. But where is this force? Is it here? Is the resultant here, or is it here? We don't know. We'll find the location with the help of Varignon's theorem. Okay, now according to the Varignon's theorem, moment of resultant about a point is equal to moment of forces about that point. Okay, about that point means the point has to be same. Let us assume we will assume this top point. Okay, what does it mean? This is the resultant, this is 450 Newton is resultant. Now let us assume it is at a distance of x. Okay, x from the top. Now the moment of resultant about this point is equal to moment of all these forces about this point. That is Varignon's theorem. So let's apply clockwise moment to be positive, and let's assume anti-clockwise moments to be negative. All right, you can also assume this to be negative and this to be positive, it's your choice. Now 450 Newton is the resultant, and it is going to exert a moment like this, right, at this point, which is clockwise, so it is positive. So what is the moment of resultant about this point? It is force multiplied by distance, normal distance, right? It is 450 multiplied by x. It is the moment of resultant, 450 multiplied by x. Now we will not consider the moment of 500 Newton because it is passing through this point. It will be 0, so we will not consider this point. Okay, now 200 Newton is going to exert moment like this, which is anti-clockwise, and it is at a distance of 18 centimeter normally from this point, right? This 200 Newton is at a normal distance of 18 centimeters, so it is negative 200 multiplied by 18 centimeter, right? So we found the moment due to this. Now moment due to this, at this point it is going to be like this, which is clockwise, therefore it is positive. Now how far is 150 Newton normally from this point, top point? Now as you can see, it is 18 plus 18, it is 36, right? It is at a distance, normal distance of 36 from top point, so it is plus 150 multiplied by 36, right? Now we have applied this Varignone's theorem. Now let us simplify this. 200 into 18, right? It is negative. Let me use a calculator. Okay, it all of it is 1800. Okay, all of it is 1800 Newton centimeter, right? Because the forces are in Newton and the distances are in centimeter, so it is Newton centimeter. From here we will find the value of x to be 1800 divided by 450, right? Now this 0 and this 0 will cancel out, right? So it is 180 divided by 45. How much is it? For what? Centimeter, right? Because 180 is Newton centimeter. This 450 was in Newton, right? 450 is the resultant. So it is 180 Newton centimeter divided by Newton, right? This Newton and Newton will cancel out. We are left with centimeter. So we found x to be 4 centimeter. So it is at a distance of 4 centimeter, right? It is 4 centimeter from the top. So which one is the correct option? Now it is 450 Newton. Now 450, it means this or this can be right because it is 450 Newton in both of them. Now it is towards left, right? So towards left, it is option C, and 4 centimeter from top, right? 4 centimeter from top. So option C is the correct option, right? So this is how we find the resultant of parallel force system using the assumption that, let's assume the forces are concurrent. We find the magnitude of resultant, right? Then the exact location is found using Varignone's theorem. Okay, so this is how we solve the problem. And if you have any doubts, please comment, and see you in the next class. Thank you.